I always get the question, what keeps you up at night? The one time in the past few years where my heart rate started really beating very hard was when I got into our SCIF one morning as the director of CISA. SCIF is a secure compartmented information facility, so it's where you discuss top secret information. And I can talk about this now because it's, a lot of it's come out and I've testified to Congress about this, but it was when I was first briefed on the fact that nation-state hackers from the Chinese People's Liberation Army had burrowed deep into some of our most sensitive critical infrastructure, in particular some of the operational technology that runs our systems, our transportation, aviation, communication, power, water. And they had burrowed in there not to steal our data, right? Not for espionage purposes, but specifically to launch disruptive or destructive attacks in the event of a crisis in the Taiwan Strait. So this is a world where a war in Asia, and anybody that's paid attention to what President Xi in China has been saying, they really want to bring Taiwan back into China. That's going to be accompanied essentially by mass disruption in the US, everything, everywhere, all at once. So think about trains being derailed, comms being severed, water being unavailable, power systems going down in a way that would cause mass panic to essentially prevent the military, deter the military from being able to be deployed in defense of Taiwan. What we found was really just the tip of the iceberg, which is why, one of the big things I always talked about at CISA and talk about now is in a world that is so connected, so vulnerable, where the technology is fundamentally flawed and insecure and defective because of decades of misaligned economic incentives that prioritize speed to market and features and cost and driving down cost and convenience over security, in that world, it's incredibly hard to prevent bad things from happening. So you have to focus on resilience, right? It's all about understanding the threat, planning for it, preparing for it, having an ability to respond, being able to recover. And so that resilience piece was really it was illuminated and reinforced even more after that whole episode.